Welcome to the Yeah We Know podcast, part of the More You Knows podcasting network. You're in the ring with Jimmy and Rod. Old school today, Rod.
That's right. Who needs Chris anyway?
This is our final podcast before Raw goes to Netflix. I don't know if you've heard that or not, but Raw is going to Netflix, Rod.
It definitely is. There's been a few promos and a few billboards around and things that have definitely let me know that, yes, Raw is Netflix.
I'm excited to see what happens moving forward. They have a little less constraints. Now, you got to remember, they are still on TV in other countries, so there will still be those dives out to the outside. We're going to go to commercial break, things like that. I expect a lot of Netflix ads, a lot of new shows coming up, so that'll help Netflix hopefully as well. But yeah,
a lot of Millie Bobby Brown movies that you've never heard of are going to be promoted during WWE wrestling.
Isn't it funny how you're like, that's a huge star, and I had no idea they have like 2 movies out that I don't know about. That's fine.
Raw's not moving to Apple TV, but speaking to that topic, Jimmy, just bump over to Apple TV for a second and jump around on there, and you'll be amazed. Like, he's working on a show that's been on for 3 seasons? I had no idea.
Of course. Rod, we get to see it. We get to see Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes. Title versus title at the Royal Rumble in a ladder match. Not going to lie, pretty excited about it.
Absolutely. I love the use of the winged eagle here.
Yes.
Kudos to Triple H. He continues to find interesting ways to tell these stories. I will not back down from my assertion that I think too much of it has been shot with amateur cameras backstage, right? I think we could have figured out a few more ways to have some of these angles happen with the award-winning WWE photojournalists capturing the action for us on their television programs, but I will leave that aside. I'm excited that it's happening at the Rumble. I'm excited that we still have a couple of crazy things that can happen between the two of them before we get there. And Jim, I've asked you this before. What does Kevin Owens really have left for us? I mean, he seems like he's not moving like he used to. Are we going to get the big Kevin Owens spot here? Are we getting the Golden Boy himself taking a huge fall here? Like, what are we going to see at the Luke when you and I are in attendance?
I think Cody's going to retain. Kevin Owens had his WrestleMania moments when he was the main event at WrestleMania against Stone Cold Steve Austin. That was pretty good, I think. And then obviously the tag team title match as well. So I think he's had his. I would love to see him win. This is a match he can win too. I mean, why not? Like you said, Rod, if you want to make Kevin Owens a serious contender, have him win the WWE Championship. You can do whatever you want.
I love that the brutality of it has come out in a believable way, right? Like you talked on our Yeah We Know He's about how great that Wyatt segment backstage was, where we thought people maybe had died, but we kind of knew nobody had really died, right? And so sometimes that can get to strain credulity a little bit, but the use of the pile driver, right, with Kevin Owens these couple of times has just been, I mean, it's just been chef's kiss, right? We still haven't seen the Randy Orton of it all, right? I wondered this the other day, Jimmy, and I wanted to bring this by you. John Cena's kind of whole deal is, I do things right. I live by a code. I'm for honor, right? He's kind of, he came down and celebrated Cody times before, right? Like, could John Cena maybe enter into the fray a little bit here? Because we know Cena's coming back real soon to get all of his stuff started.
Oh, I think he's going to be there on Monday, and he's going to start with a bang. He's going to declare for the Royal Rumble. He might even say he's going to come out number 1 in the Royal Rumble and just try to win it and go for number 17. Which, Rod, brings us
that.
Yes, which brings us to our annual what or No Chance in Hell segment. Chris, we are really missing you for this one. Unfortunately, I didn't have time to make anything else to Audible, so we're going to do it now. And
this is old school, though. You and I used to do this one back in the day. This is good.
So for those of you who are listening for the first time, I'm going to give Rod a scenario. He's going to say, yeah, it's going to happen. What are you talking about? Or there's no chance in hell that happens. And Rod, I'm going to start off with a banger. Dom cheats on Liv Morgan with someone else and goes with someone else at some point this year.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Rod, the gimmick is,
Oh, excuse me. Sorry, LA.
Thank you.
That's definitely happening. I think I will even give you a name, Jimmy.
What time is it, Rod? No?
Ooh, that was not the name I was going to give you, but
Okay.
I would love to see that from one blonde to another. I kind of felt like maybe we would see the angle of Dom coming back to his people, right? So he moves to Raquel Rodriguez, right? Basically, the angle is you had your fun with the little temptress. Now come back in, you know what I mean? And we are gonna rule the way that you always should have, right? That's where I think it's gonna go.
I kind of like that too. That's not bad, but I'm going to go Tiffy time. I think he's gonna go with Tiffy time on this one and cheat on Liv. He's tired of her. He's just going to be such a jerk, dude.
It's definitely his gimmick, right? I mean, you don't have a mustache like that, and you don't get called a dirty slime ball all the time to not just continue to have this be your gimmick. So I love where you're going here, Jim.
John Cena wins his 17th World Championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's definitely happening. I hadn't considered him winning the Royal Rumble, and that is juicy as all get out. If he wins the Royal Rumble, I hadn't considered that. I thought for sure it was going to be CM Punk that wins the Royal Rumble, and it still may be. Because hell, it could be John Cena versus CM Punk at WrestleMania. I don't know. But I definitely think that John Cena will end his time with the WWE in this year as the new record holder for most championship reigns. I definitely think why bring him back for one last run? Why hype it up like this if you're not going to ultimately do it?
Because there's no chance in hell that it happens, Rod. I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to come close. I think he's going to maybe try it a couple times, but I don't think he's going to get there. He is a huge history person. I think he wants Ric Flair. I mean, Ric Flair, the number is all made up anyway. It doesn't really matter.
Exactly.
But I think Ric Flair is going to have that. So I think no chance in hell that John Cena wins his 17th.
Listen, no, Ric Flair people don't come at me, but Jim, why? How? Why did we decide that Ric Flair gets to be the sainted ghost that no one can beat? Why did we decide that?
Who's in charge of the company?
Triple H.
Who's Triple H's favorite wrestler ever?
All right, but he certainly hasn't helped his daughter out. He didn't even let her come back. He didn't let her wrestle for a whole entire calendar year.
All right, you're the man of transitions, and I've got this transition for you. I was going to save it till later, but let's do it. Charlotte Flair wins gold at WrestleMania and keeps it for the next calendar year.
Whew. Wow.
Rod needs a smoke break. Give him a minute.
Yeah, that might be the happiest I've been on this pod in a while. I love that because that means she has to come back before WrestleMania. I would hope they wouldn't just pop her up surprisingly at WrestleMania to win the belt. I hope we see her on Monday, to be honest with you, but I don't know if that's the case, if we're going to see John Cena and The Rock, you know what I mean, where then Charlotte kind of gets buried. So I'm going to say yes, Jim. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say, you're giving me all these are catnip for me. You haven't made me want to go against you. Yes, excuse me. I'm going to say, yeah.
I think there's no chance in hell that she's going to keep it for a year. So much has happened over the past few years with injuries and things like that. I don't think she's going to be able to hold it for that long, but I do think she wins it at WrestleMania, though.
I'd love to have that happen. I really would. Just come back, Charlotte, please. Come back, Charlotte. I was trying to do the comeback. I lost the thread there.
Speaking of catnip for Rod, Chad Gable wins a singles title finally in 2025.
What? What are you talking about? You know better than that. There's no chance. I kind of get both answers there, but there's no chance. There's no chance. There's no chance. I would love for it to happen, but there's no chance. What is he going to... The United States Championship? Okay, fine, but no. I don't even think he's going to win that.
I agree. AJ Lee appears at the Royal Rumble as a contestant.
This is Mrs. Phil, correct?
Yes, correct. Some say Mr. AJ Lee, but yes.
Yeah. I'm not familiar with her game. The only thing I know of her is she was important to CM Punk because she was on that bracelet, which was the worst part of the CM Punk Drew McIntyre feud, as you called out during the Yowie Noes. Sure, I'll say yeah, I guess, because the women's needs a shot in the arm. Maybe that's Becky Lynch because they've gotten, she's been in all the Netflix promos, so maybe she does come back. I pray to God that it's Charlotte, but I'm starting to believe that Charlotte's just never coming back. I'm starting to believe that she's just constantly gonna tease a comeback and just be Edge, Adam Copeland, and it'll be 11 years before we see her again.
I believe it's pronounced Cope now. His new is the rated R superstar Cope.
That's lame.
I think I would love to see AJ Lee. I even think her throwing out Becky Lynch a returning Becky Lynch at the Rumble could set up something at WrestleMania between those two. That'd be kind of a fun thing. Have singles matches all in the family there.
Singles. There you go. Yeah, that'd be cool, right? But we haven't seen. That would be fun for Becky when she comes back, right? Have her and Seth finally do the thing. We've heard a lot of people continue to like bring them together when they do promos, but like actually bring them together would be cool. I'd like that.
The Rock versus Cody Rhodes is your main event at WrestleMania.
No way. No way, because you've taught me too much.
Dude. Yeah? What? No chance in hell.
No chance in
Gimmicks.
Hell. Excuse me. I'm getting too excited there to give my answer. No chance in hell, because you've taught me too much. Whenever the WWE telegraphs something for you that this is where we're going, it never goes there, right? So the fact that The Rock basically came out after WrestleMania last year and told us we're going to fight again at WrestleMania in not those exact words, but that's what he meant. There's no chance. No chance in hell that happens.
I'm going to say, what? How can that happen when they haven't done anything with it and there's so many other avenues to go? I don't think it's going to be Rock and Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania.
Do you think Rock's going to wrestle anybody at WrestleMania?
The Rock will face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 41. Rod.
No chance in hell.
Wow. See,
here's why. Here's why. All right. We basically were teased Rock was going to be back more, right? That was his whole thing, right? And sure, he led up to WrestleMania and he came back after WrestleMania, but that was it. We haven't seen or heard from him again, right? Sure. And he does a bad movie in Red One.
That was a good movie. That was fun.
I haven't seen it yet, so I apologize to The Rock. It may be fun, but most folks said that it was a bad movie. So he has that. Haven't seen him. Probably going to see him Monday on the 6th. That's great, but I don't see The Rock wrestling. I see The Rock doing something else and stopping short of wrestling again. I think he got rocked a little bit too much last year at WrestleMania and then realized, whoa, nah, maybe I can't do this anymore. So I don't think he's going to wrestle anybody at WrestleMania.
All right. Well, I think he's going to wrestle Roman Reigns at WrestleMania, and that will be the culmination of that feud. Braun Breaker wins.
What feud, though? What feud? They're not even feuding now. What feud are you talking about?
Oh, there'll be a feud. Just wait till Monday.
What are they going to fight about?
Braun
Rock
Breaker
going to come out and save Solo? Is that what's going to happen?
I think so. Yes.
See, that's lame. Then that's lame. The Rock's such a big deal. He doesn't need to come out and save Solo.
All right. Let's go to this one then. Solo Sikoa wins singles gold. Singles gold in 2025.
No chance.
No chance at all.
No.
See, I think they have to because, I mean, even if it's the IC or US, something. He's got to win something because what has he done?
Beat everybody's ass. That's what he's done.
He loses a lot in the big matches, though.
That's fine, but he's not about winning matches. He's about dominance, and they assert their will whenever they really want to. He doesn't have to win.
Speaking of winning, is Braun Breaker going to win Money in the Bank?
No.
No chance in hell.
No chance in hell.
Because
they don't know what to do with Money in the Bank on the men's side anymore. They don't know what to do with Money in the Bank on the women's side anymore. They don't know what to do with the briefcase anymore, period. They need to start working towards a scenario where Money in the Bank goes away. As much fun as I think it is, they don't know how to write it anymore.
Okay, well, then maybe that's something they need to change then in this year is where they write that a little bit better. Because right now, I don't know, the Tiffy stuff has been okay. I think that's been fine.
Sure, but...
And then Damian Priest catching in on Drew McIntyre continued one of the biggest blood feuds in the company for the year.
All right, so I was wrong, but I just
No, I get you. Cody leaves WrestleMania WWE champion.
Yes, but I'll say this. I'll say this. I don't think he goes into WrestleMania as champion.
Ooh, well, who goes into WrestleMania as champion?
Kevin Owens.
Let's go. I love it. I hope so. That'd be great.
Because I still think they could work a scenario where Cody gets a main event match against... Actually, you know what? I take that back. I don't know that Kevin Owens is the one that's going to go into WrestleMania with the belt, but I think Kevin Owens beats Cody and then maybe loses to whoever they want to have a belt at WrestleMania, right? Kind of the way that like Bob Lashley got a hold of the belt for a little bit, and then Brock
Uh-huh.
Lesnar took down Bob Lashley because they needed Brock to have a belt at WrestleMania to take on Roman title for title. So I could see a scenario like that where you and I have been saying we need Kevin Owens to be a big deal. Kevin beats Cody, but then somebody outfoxes Kevin and walks into WrestleMania as the champ, and then Cody gets it back from that person.
And again, the master of the transition, Brock Lesnar, returns for one more run in 2025.
No.
Okay.
No.
No chance in hell.
No, because I'll tell you why. What do we need Brock Lesnar back for? If we got John Cena, if The Rock's going to be doing something, right? I mean, I don't think we need Brock Lesnar. I don't know that there'd be a way to write him in, and there's just enough people that will still get up in arms about a few salacious stories that are out there involving Mr. Lesnar, and perhaps the folks at Netflix just won't want to deal with it.
All right, we have 3 more to go. CM Punk main events either day of WrestleMania.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like that one gif where LA Knight's just going crazy saying it over and over.
Yes,
Yeah.
they finally get it to him, huh?
Oh, absolutely. Come on. What have we been doing by basically making this guy a walking, breathing wrestling god ever since he came back to the WWE if we're not going to put him in the main event at WrestleMania?
Should he be going for the title or should he be the champion?
I think he should be going for the title. I mean, I just think that like you have to, as much as I'm not one of his fanboys, you have to give all of his fanboys their moment, right? The way that we talked about Cody finishing his story, like all the people that have been chanting CM Punk for 8 years when they even thought he might never come back to the WWE, like those people deserve seeing him win a belt at WrestleMania and raising it up. I just threw up in my mouth saying that, but
You think Gunther makes it all the way there and we got Gunther Punk?
No.
Gunther can't lose again at WrestleMania after a long streak with the belt, right?
I think Punk's going to fight Roman.
Okay. I think
we're still gonna play off of that and the whole Paul Heyman of it all. I really do. Like I said, I think The Rock's not actually gonna fight at WrestleMania, and so I just think there's just a whole lot of things that we could do, but I think Punk fights Reigns.
So then going to this, Roman Reigns wins a championship, world or undisputed in 2025.
No,
he does not. No chance in hell.
No, I think Roman goes titleless for a while because I don't think he wants to wrestle enough. And I think they're going to say to him, all right, if you don't want to wrestle enough, then we're not putting the belt back on you.
WWE has an event in the Sphere in Las Vegas in 2025.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I think that's kind of made for that, right?
Definitely. I mean, how cool are those entrances going to be? Give me Shinsuke Nakamura coming in right now in the Sphere. Give me the Wyatt Six. How much weird shit can they put up on the walls when the Wyatt Six comes out?
And then finally, Tiffy Time fails to cash in her Money in the Bank. She fails at it.
Yeah, give me that because there hasn't been a woman that's failed yet, right? So give me Tiffy Time being the first woman that's failed. I could see that working as a gimmick for her.
Yeah, I don't think there's a chance in hell. I think she's going to win this one, actually. I think she's going to do it. But I can definitely see where you're coming from on that, though, for sure. So that is our what, and no chance in hell for 2025. I'm excited for the year to come, Rod.
As am I, and I want to say this real quick. Joe Tess, I hope that I get to still hear you on SmackDown. From what I did a little bit of cursory research myself, I couldn't find anything that seemed 100% official yet.
There's a post show on Raw, though, that he's doing, I think.
He's doing Raw as well?
A post show of Raw. I don't know if it's just on the 6th, but I think there's a post show thing going on with that.
But still, I hope Joe Tess makes his way over to SmackDown because I think he's done a pretty decent job. I saw he was catching a whole lot of guff the other day for his college football call, but I couldn't help but think Joe Tess has got a little bit too much WWE in him now. And so that's why I want him to stick around the WWE. So let's hope Joe Tess makes it over on SmackDown and he gets to be with both Corey and Wade Barrett. I don't want to see any of these guys lose their jobs. I think they're all actually pretty good at it.
And with that, you've been listening to the Amway Know Podcast, part of the Murray Knows Podcast Network. In the ring with Jimmy and Rod.
Don't you have enough to do, Pat? I mean, honestly, come on. I love you, but don't you have enough to do, Pat? Come on.
Goodbye, Net. Yeah.
Yeah.